Our last 2015 PMP Hall of Fame inductee has spent 4 decades in Gatorville at the University of Florida.
We'll get over it.
Where he serves as an endowed professor in structural pest control. He's a much sought after speaker and a charming, funny man to boot. His contributions to the pest management industry have been far-reaching and influential. He inspires those he instructs, and he makes felines cower. Here's a short video on our 4th and final PMP Hall of Fame Class of 2015 inductee, Dr. Phil Koehler.
Dr. Philip G. Koehler is a professor at the Department of Entomology and Nematology at University of Florida's Institute of Food and Agricultural Sciences. He's played a key role in creating a professional pest industry in Florida by offering various training programs for pest management professionals, conducting research that provides the industry with meaningful information, and working with students looking to step into industry positions. Dr. Koehler, a Pennsylvania native, received a Bachelor of Arts degree in biology from North Carolina's Catawba College in 1969 and a doctorate in entomology from Cornell University in 1972. He also served as lieutenant medical entomologist in the United States Navy for 3 years. His indoctrination into the pest management industry was via the Florida Pest Control Association, now the Florida Pest Management Association, conducting workshops and training. Dr. Koehler has since been lauded as an inspiring speaker, educator, and mentor, but his true passion remains pest research. In 1995, he helped raise more than $600,000 to build the Urban Entomology Building on the University of Florida campus, which allows Dr. Koehler and his students to conduct research that focuses on the needs of Florida pest management professionals. Dr. Koehler is also the author of 4 books on pests, is a University of Florida endowed professor in structural pest control, and a Florida Pest Management Association endowed professor for urban pest management.
Ladies and gentlemen, we give you the PMP Hall of Famer and Ohio State Buckeyes fan. I'm sorry.
Here you go. Thank you.
Can you hold my bag for me?
Yeah, oh, absolutely, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it is a huge honor to be inducted into the PMP Hall of Fame. And I must admit that it's something I never dreamed of, because this is such a valuable industry for the country. And also, it's an industry that provides a lot of opportunities for our students. Now, I have to tell you a couple of stories, otherwise it wouldn't be me. Dr. Patterson was a tremendous mentor to me, and he still comes into our lab almost every week, and we started working together in the 1970s. And one day he came into my office in 1982, and he said, "Would you like to do a 1-year sabbatical at the USDA?" And so I went to my department chairman and I said, "Can I do a sabbatical at the USDA?" And he said, "No, just do a job relocation." And I said, "What's a job relocation?" And he said, "Just go to work over there."
You're fired.
So I went into the USDA lab and I worked there as a scientist, but I was employed by the University of Florida, and I worked there for 13 years. Nobody ever told me to come back. I don't think they would be back. And actually, if it hadn't been for Dr. Patterson, I would have never gotten into urban entomology and been able to start a program. So it's actually due to his leadership, and between the two of us, I think we won every award that was available from the USDA. He became Scientist of the Year, and got the highest award that you could get in the USDA. So he was a tremendous mentor to me. Then I can't be up here and not mention Margie Dempsey Sapp. Dempsey Sapp was an inductee last year, I believe, into the PMP Hall of Fame. And after I'd been working at the university for about 20 years, which was somewhere around 1995, I talked to one of the pest control operators in Florida. And I said, you know, Dempsey will not say any words to me. I don't understand. He mustn't like me very much. They said, well, he doesn't speak to anybody until he knows you for 20 years. And so in 1998, he came up to me and he said, I'd like to speak to you after this breakfast. Would you be able to stay behind? So I said, sure. So he said, how much would it cost me to endow a chair for you in urban entomology? I said, I have no idea, probably $1 million. And he said, okay, I'll do it. And actually what happened was he had gotten with his accountant, and he asked me to go to lunch a few weeks later. And he said, I don't know how to tell you this, but my accountant said that that I should write 2 checks. Is that all right with you? He said 2 checks, each one for $500,000. And actually, in the end, Margie wanted to beat him out, so she wrote a check for $500,001 to endow the professorship. And then I also can't be up here and say that, and take any award without recognizing not only Dr. Patterson, but Margie Dempsey Sapp, but also FPMA and Jerry Williams. Jerry Williams was the president of the Florida Pest Management Association when they donated the endowment for a second endowed chair for me, which was fantastic. Jerry died suddenly in 2012, and it was a tremendous loss because we certainly miss his leadership and energy in the industry. Now, I also know I wouldn't be up here if it wasn't for a whole bunch of students that we've put out that are still in the industry. How about you guys standing up and we recognize you?
Both of you.
And NPMA now, and I don't have time to tell you stories on everyone, but I have favorite stories for everyone because it's not easy to get good people to join our laboratory. So, for instance, Marie, she was in our lab one day, and I had a reporter there who said he wanted a picture of someone with a roach on them. And so I had her put a roach on, a Madagascar hissing roach on her face. And she is so beautiful with that roach on her face that you can still go to the internet today and search roach on face. And it comes out and click on the image and it still comes out as an image. Deanie, when I was trying to recruit her to our lab, she said she was going to work on tropical insects. She already had something all lined up. And I said, but wait a minute. We have a sewage treatment plant that has more roaches than any place else in the entire world. As a matter of fact, it was featured in the Cockroach Volume 1. And she immediately came and joined our lab. It was such a powerful message.
Gotta have it.
And then Clay, of course. Clay there is always very...
I think you're out of time, Dr.
Clay is a very ambitious guy. He wanted to be governor when he was in our lab, but he never achieved that status.
Thank God.
But he is famous for his 6-minute mile that he did not run. He came in one day and said he was going to run a 6-minute mile. One of the students said that she would outright give him $100 if he would do it. So he went out for a training lunch and ate grits and fried catfish. and he did not make up his 6-minute mile.
Really?
Now, actually, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for a whole bunch of felines that you alluded to earlier. And as a matter of fact, Nancy Hickle, who's going to be on the program tomorrow, I don't think she got here tonight yet. But she awarded me this as the Opportunity Award because we always have opportunities for our students. And it's an opportunity for them to either succeed or fail, right? They can either do one or the other with their stuff. And she and the students at the time awarded me Earl the Dead Cat. Which is a testament that actually it takes 50,000 fleas to kill a cat from blood loss. So, thank you very much. Roberto, stand up. Roberto keeps our students in line. We have complete chaos in the laboratory. All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
A Florida gator.
Can't lose my cat.
Dr. Koehler, thank you for your decades of leading edge research and for shaping the minds of so many, roach on face, you included. Your list of past students reads like a who's who in professional pest management. Congratulations and thank you.